Shelter's still up, but it looks like it needs a bit of TLC. Give us 20 minutes and it'll be done. And then coffee. Russ and I have just arrived at camp, and we haven't actually been here in almost a year, because we don't come here in the winter, because without the leaf cover it's quite miserable, to be honest with you. Shelter's still up, but it looks like it needs a bit of TLC. Give us 20 minutes and it'll be done. And then coffee. Time to get a fire going. I put all my sticks and twigs out ready to go. I got a pot full of water so I don't lose any heat from the fire. And today I'm going to use my Exotac ferro rod, the soft one. I got these are hazel and reasonably dry, and I'm going to attempt to make a couple of feather sticks out of these. Well, I think I'm going to cut the corner and just use the one. I've got some lovely small shavings there. I'm pretty sure that'll work with my soft rod. And I got plenty of dry sticks. Give it a go. And if all else fails, this is survival cord. And I got wax tinder in the handle. Now what I've noticed with this is I don't dig into it, I just take small scrapings off because this is so soft. Oh. Now it's a damn sight easier to parallel that fire when you've only used one feather stick, because when you use a load of them you can't rest anything on top. Now that method, yes, that one was a good one, I could parallel it and get it going as I want it going really quick. Well, this will take a bit of getting used to, because I don't exactly know the pressure to use with it. One minute I'm thinking, oh, do it light and nothing's coming off, then I put a bit more pressure and it's just taking material off, and then I hit the sweet spot. But there we are. Got to get used to everything, haven't you? And I'm used to having a cup of coffee in the morning. And that's how Russell makes his posh coffee. I'm going to attempt to make some bread. I've got my reflector oven with me today, and I'm going to make some rolls out of this. I say I'm going to make them, I'm going to try and make them, because my experience of yeast bread baking is a bit crap. So far, so good. That mixed well. Got to leave it stand for a bit now. Well, I'm going to cook it in one of these foil trays. Basically what you get food from in the supermarket, but you don't cook in. And I'm going to put a bit of paper underneath. And then I'm going to put my little loaf on top. Now while I'm doing this, Russ is making a mix as well, because I think he wants to show me up. Because Russ is a bit better at cooking than I am, and he's going to make some bread as well, but he's going to make his in his Dutch oven. And the Dutch oven is the one that you will see on a loan, the GSI cast aluminium, which everybody seems to want to use now, and Russ and I have been using them for years. Trendsetters. Now when I've made yeast bread in the past on camping trips, I've done it in one of them Dutch ovens, and I've had moderate success. I've never had one that didn't rise, but some rise better than others. I think it's probably something to do with the ambient air temperature probably. It's a nice warm day today. It's not scorching hot or anything, but I'd say it's just about right. So far so good. The only thing is the recipe says cover with a damp cloth, leave in a warm place for 20 minutes. Unfortunately, I don't have a damp cloth, so I'm going to dampen a piece of kitchen towel and put that on top of it. I have got a cloth. The cheap shop special. Excellent. Damp cloth. I'm going to leave that there now in the warm for 20 minutes. And Russ has put his in the Dutch oven and he's leaving that to warm for 20 minutes. Some water in there, Russ. That's proving. Kettle's on boil. I'm going to cut some wood up, some firewood with the Boreal 21. That'll be easy to split. I went with the wildlife hatchet today simply because I don't really need a big axe in this woodland. It's not like it's a conifer woodland and I got to do a lot of splitting. So I just brought this and cold steel cookery as well, and that saw, and a Laplander just for the hell of it. There you go, nice pile of dry wood now to bake my bread. Well, my bread doesn't seem to want to prove and rise. So it's been like this now for about 15 minutes. Give it a go. Oh, it has risen. Well, that's not too bad, because when it was sitting there, it just didn't want to do it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give it another 5. But while I'm waiting for that to rise, I can't wait any longer. It's got on my nerves. I'll show you a gadget I bought. Now, one of my subscribers and pals, Dave Clements, told me these are brilliant for mozzies and midges. Now, when we got here, both Russ and myself plastered ourselves in DEET because they were pretty awful. And I think it's basically rubbed off now and they're starting to land again. So I'm going to try this gadget out. Now, it comes with a canister and some little square things that go in here. There's an element, makes heat, and it sends out vapour apparently. Well, I'm going to put this together now, and I'm going to hang it up by the shelter, because it's supposed to give you a 20 square metre radius of bug freeness. Let me give it a go. It's up and I can see the vapour coming out of it. Fingers crossed it'll work. Oh, it's £30 down the drain. Yes, that's enough. It's enough because I'm fed up. I'm fed up of waiting, so it's enough. Right, let's sort this fireplace out. I can go out the way because it's choking things up. You want to make coals, Russ? Please. Right. Let the fire master do his job. and now we wait. We wait for some big flames, but what do we need now? A cuppa. So the pot's going on. No point wasting heat. My loaf is done and I'm very pleased with that. It's still a bit warm. I've given it a tap, nice and hollow, just like it should be. Well, I'm a bit of a glutton for punishment, so I'm going to make some brownies now. And I'm not talking about the ones that come out of your backside. Galaxy double chocolate brownie mix. I don't think my pan's big enough to do the whole mix, so I'm going to do half and see how it goes. And this, so all you need of this is water, a little drop of oil, like a tablespoonful, and an egg. Now, I didn't bring an egg with me, I brought a powdered egg, and I've done it before and it works just fine. So I'm going to get on and mix some of this up. Oh, Russ's bread rolls, cheese and onion bread rolls, are in the Dutch oven. Now you may think this is all a lot of work, but I don't get that much time to bake. Usually when I go to the woods, I'm doing a lot of woodwork and fire lighting and things, and I don't get the length of time like you get with a campout to bake. So not a lot of woodwork going on. I haven't even bothered filming most of it. It's only been cutting firewood. Because that's one thing you do need, is some decent split wood and nice dry stuff to do all this baking and cooking with. No good just chucking a load of crap wet wood on. Russ's rolls, my brownie mix. Now I did say I was only going to use half the packet, but I put too much water in, so I've ended up making the whole packet. But it should be okay anyway in the tray. Should be fine. I'm now eating a bit of Russ's cheesy balls. Not too bad at all. Brownie mix is in the tray. Just got to build the fire up now. Well, there's my shelter up for the night. And if you're pretty new to my channel, this is a Clark Hammock, an NSX 250. It's got a few mods to it. I've had it at least 10 years now, and it's absolutely brilliant. Unfortunately, this is the first time I've used it in about a year, because the last few campouts I've used either a large teepee or a small teepee tent. So this is my Clark NSX with modifications. The main modifications really are the suspension loops. I've got an amp steel with a drip ring, and I got these straps. And they are excellent, and they are really quick to put up. I've changed the cords on the tarp. Where are we? And these loops are different from what you get stock. And I've also got this, which a friend made for me. Russ and myself have both got these because we got the same hammocks, and that's just an extra layer of insulation on the feet, and you can stuff that full of stuff, clothes, whatever, sit mat. Inside I've got a custom made quilt, and I have actually got an under quilt as well, but I didn't need that because it's summer, and you fill these pockets underneath full of clothes and things to insulate you. It's a fantastic design. And I got one new thing inside. which is a pocket organiser hanging from a ridgeline. I do love my Clark hammock. As I say, Russ has got exactly the same one and Scott's got the North American. Let's go and see what Russ is cooking for dinner. Oh my god. So that's a lamb shoulder joint with, what's on top of it?
Mustard, rosemary, thyme, salt and pepper and garlic.
And he's putting some veg in the roast with it as well. Russell is the king of gadgets, and he's actually got a baked potato maker. Check that shit out. That holds 3 baking potatoes. Now personally, I've had quite enough cooking today making bread and a brownie, so my tea is going to be rather an easy one. I've just got a tin of chili con carne and some packet rice. Easy tea. While Russ is cooking his lamb joint in the Dutch oven, I want to do my cooking, and my cooking's easy. That's all I really need to do is heat it up. Well, it's really warm here, so I'm going to do it elsewhere. And I saw this little stove technique when I was in India, and it's basically a star fire in 3 stones. 3 stones, similar height, with a gap between them, and I'm going to light a little fire in there, and I'm going to feed sticks in here. So it's basically a star fire, and then just put my skillet on top of it. We'll give this shitty birch bark a go. There you go, nice and quick, and we'll just wait for the flames to die down now, and hopefully the 3 logs underneath will catch, and we'll have a very manageable little flame, a little cooking fire. Uncle Ben's. And what's good about this is you're not going to burn yourself, and you've got somewhere to put things. Basically a burrito without the tortilla. Well, I'm starving because I haven't eaten since 7 o'clock this morning, and it's now 7:30 in the evening. I'm going to tuck in. Done. Nice easy tea. Well, it would have been a damn sight easier if I didn't have to light another fire, because Russ has hogged this fire, and it still hasn't cooked. It's going to be beautiful when it is cooked at 10 o'clock this evening. but he's consoling himself now with a bottle of red wine. And what have I got to wash this down? A sachet of army ration cola. Let me show it to you. This is what I'm going to have now to wash my food down with. Cola flavoured drink powder. Cola flavoured drink powder with sugar and sweeteners. Nice. Lots of chemicals. I will be bouncing after this, and probably sterile as well. So mix with 500 ml of cold water. Oh, still powder. Hasn't gone to crystals because it's out of date. It actually tastes like cola. That's not too bad.
Flat top.
And it was free. Unlike Russ's £10 bottle of wine.
Yep.
Done.
Done. And the parsnips could be a bit crisper. There you go. Right. You can have your far back.
Well, the lamb looks lovely. It actually smells really nice.
Well, they're crispy now. Pick up the least offending item. Oh dear.
It was cut in nice and easy anyway.
Well, I mean, they're cooked. Looks a bit dry, doesn't it?
Oh, your best foul ravens.
I'll be alright.
Have some butter, man.
It'll be fine.
No, you need butter. Take it, man. I only want a bit for my bacon sandwiches with my awesomely cooked bread.
Jesus.
Yeah, take your bloody dirty black bits out of my butter.
No, I'll be good with that.
So there you have it. Probably the most labour intensive cooked meal ever in the history of our camping. It smells bloody good. Better than that shit I ate. Dessert time. We're having brownie with custard. Looking forward to this. Well, we're losing a light now, so I think that's probably it for today. I'll see you in the morning. Ta-ra.
Good night.
Just saying good night. Good morning. It's wet. Well, we were expecting rain anyway. That's probably why we came to this camp, because we got a shelter. Although it's sprung a few leaks since the last time. But it has seen a particularly rough, windy winter. So it hasn't done too bad. It was still up. That was the main thing. Yeah, gotta get the fire going now. It's nearly 20 to 7. I've been up about 10 minutes. Staring at the fire, willing it to light, but that's not going to happen. A little bit of wood prep. I've still got the underside of the log is dry, which is good. It shouldn't be too bad to light. The only bad thing really is Russ's chair has got a puddle in it. I made a few feather sticks last night before I went to bed. They'll help. And I got this dry wood behind me, shouldn't be a problem. Went out. Jet lighter. Any minute now. I said minute, not second, mate. Job done. Get some coffee on. There you go. A raging inferno for coffee. That wasn't too bad. Took a little bit of blowing to get the coals going, but apart from that, it was quite an easy light. Time for first breakfast. Well, it may be first, it may be the only. See how I feel. And this is British Army ration pack muesli. Didn't look very milky, so I've added a bit of extra powdered milk, which is Nido, which is the good stuff. It's the full fat stuff. And I'm just mixing it now. Let's see what it tastes like. Oh, it's bloody awful. Yes, I will be making bacon. That's going in the hedge. It's disgusting. That is bad. That is disgusting. And now it's time to see how good the bread is. Well, that doesn't look bad at all. Now if you're wondering why there's so much oil in there, it's basically because this pan is the most crap non-stick pan ever. And I brought it with me instead of my GSI because I was going to make tortillas last night, but I couldn't be bothered because I'd already made a bread and brownie. So that's why there's a lot of oil in there. And now it's bacon sandwich time. We're all packed up now, ready to go. Breakfast is done and we both got to get home by lunchtime. Family commitments and all that business. Had a nice little camp out. Shame we got to call it a day early, and shame about the rain. It stopped now, so that was nice while we put the hammocks away. Until the next time, goodbye. Oh, remember, thumbs up. Ta-ra. And then coffee. Coffee. We love fucking coffee. And, well, that's wrong. Oh shit, piss. Fucking boiled over. Well, I'm going to bake it in one of these foil trays. I keep these for when I'm doing cooking shit at home. Start again. Well, I'm going to cook it in. Oh fuck, I'm falling. Oh fuck, shit. I'm the fire starter. Twisted fire starter.
I know you're fucking twisted.
I'm the instigator. Twisted fire starter. Oh shit, that's going to probably melt my fucking pot now. There we are. Nice and quick. Just leave them go down a bit now. Leave the flames go down. And for them under there you go. Nice and... Do me a favour, Russ, can you turn this off? It's a grey button at the back.